jingle your bells?
Hi, friends.
Welcome back. So as you heard, we have a special guest today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes.
Go ahead.
My name is Judah. I've been here before. First time, second time guest speaker for the podcast, I think.
Yes?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because Sid hasn't returned yet.
I'm back.
Sid hasn't
Is that
come
the
back.
only other guest we've had?
Yeah.
You're
Right?
the one who does the podcast.
Oh, I feel bad if we're missing somebody. Imagine.
No, it's only been Sid.
I think it's only
only
been you
Sid
and
and
Sydney.
you.
Well, I'm back. Because
Back at it again.
Because I come here every week.
That's true.
That's true.
You're like a very easy guest to have on.
Yeah.
It's true. That's the best thing about me. I'm very easy.
Don't tell people that, especially because we're together.
I'm easy. I'm accessible. That's all. That's all I'm saying. It's fine.
You're convenient.
No,
That's better.
That's very negative. I'm not okay with that one.
I'm sorry. No, you're not
How
convenient.
rude.
I mean, when it comes to the podcast,
I'm offended.
we do like having. Well, Annie wasn't even here last time.
I wasn't even here. I was too
And it was like,
So that's the first
yeah.
one?
I'm like, I can't.
Yeah, first time with Annie.
Hell yeah.
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 Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, hope you liked the last time Judah was here. And if you didn't,
Too bad.
too bad, so
That's
sad.
for me. I'm sorry for your loss.
Don't
I'm back.
listen then.
Just bye. See you later. Hopefully.
Rohit did say that he wanted you back
That's
on.
true. Thanks for
But like, bro's got a bro.
shout
Yeah.
out to Rohit.
Boys got
Homie.
their back. You know?
Yeah,
Friends for like 10 years.
that's true.
Yeah.
For those of you who remember, Annie and I did an episode a decent while back now,
Yeah, a while ago.
with the subreddit Am I the Asshole? Which Judah gave me the idea for, essentially. Like, you showed me the
Yeah.
sub. And then,
It's true.
so Annie and I did that one, and then Judah and I were going to do one together, and I got a little bit sidetracked, as we do.
We
Life
had a boyfriend and a
happens.
girlfriend at it. That was bad planning. That was not a good idea.
So now we're back
Mm-hmm.
to do that episode with Annie here as
Yeah, it should be
well.
interesting.
So yeah. But before we get into that,
you love
I'm
Ryan
pretty sure.
Reynolds, right?
No, I'm
wait.
not.
We have a question.
Okay, I have a question. I
He's
think
okay.
It's only straight white men that are obsessed with Ryan Reynolds.
Let me consult the
If
archives
you
here.
ask a gay man,
Judah knows a lot of straight white men.
if you ask like a gay
yeah,
man, they're
that's
not
probably fair.
entirely obsessed with Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot is Ryan Reynolds?
He's pretty hot. I mean, I gotta be fair. The man's in shape. He has a cool beard, nice hairline for his age. He has a nice face.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Fair.
True.
All true.
Things,
All
I think.
true.
Yeah, he's pretty good looking.
10.
Like a 9.
He's a straight man.
He's a straight man.
It makes sense.
like him that
Yeah.
much.
Anybody.
Me?
Yeah.
What is a 9 a controversial opinion for him?
No.
That's too high for me.
For an
Okay.
8 to a 10, if you ask a guy and they say an 8 to a 10, they're a straight man.
Yeah.
Anything
If you
under,
ask anything under, they're queer. Or
they're queer.
female.
Or yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confirmed. I didn't know, but now I know. That was a close call. Whew.
I've been wondering for years.
I just needed this very arbitrary test to tell, and now I am satisfied.
It's proven though.
That's interesting.
It's proven. We saw it on TikTok.
In statistics.
That's interesting. I don't know. I think he's okay. I also am not a huge fan of The Rock.
Shay told me this.
said that because
something
I
funny
like The
about
Rock.
I don't want to talk too much shit. Like, I mean, I don't have shit to talk. He just strikes me as
He
not
gives
being
them
as-
the heebie-jeebies.
He gives
I
a
don't
little
think
heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I don't think he's as genuine as he comes across. I really.
He's called The Rock, so we don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know. He's an expert at working.
I thought
on
he
the
was a
crowd.
rock.
Like
he
he's
was.
Because he was...
jacked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
He's rock
a rock
hard, baby.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, he's really good at working up a crowd. He really is charismatic. He's super. He looks like the Hulk.
He's on roids.
Hashtag Hellaroids. The man is 50 now and bigger than he's ever been.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, it's literally like scientifically no. No.
Doesn't your sperm count go down?
Ever since you turn like 30, yes, but sperm count has nothing to do with fitness. So
Just a random fact she had.
she's like, don't your
She's like, no, I want to talk about sperm.
No, I thought that also like went hand in hand with like not being able to like produce as much muscle and like all that as you
No.
get older.
That's the testosterone.
Yeah, but isn't the testosterone also the reason why your sperm count goes down?
I don't know, to be honest. I
I have
think
no
so,
clue.
but I don't know. It's probably tied in some way. That makes
Because
sense.
that's the same for women, though, right?
With our eggs?
With our eggs.
right?
Yeah, but I think
Our eggs slowly
You can
deplete.
just
Yeah.
create
Over time.
sperm after sperm after sperm.
No.
Yeah.
Just the count each time might be lower.
Dwindles.
Yeah, than
Yeah.
before. But our eggs, we have a limited amount, so
Limited
Why are we
edition.
talking about anyways? So The Rock, I don't know. He just
We started off with Jake.
yeah. I liked Jake. He's a good actor.
I like Jake Gyllenhaal.
literally, I don't know if you've heard this episode, but if you haven't, finish this episode and then go watch that episode of our Marvel tier list. But he was high on my Marvel tier list.
I want to put it in for the record that I strongly disagree with your list.
I don't care.
How about with mine? Apparently
of you
mine
guys.
was controversial.
I think I disagree with both of you guys on several things. I'm glad ScarJo was either 1 or 2 though.
Yeah.
That just is obvious, I think.
ScarJo was your number one.
Yeah.
She was my
It
second.
makes sense.
Yeah, it has to be, man.
Okay, but like also Florence is just phenomenal, and on top of that, she gives such bi energy. Whether she's as Florence or as
Yelena?
yeah, Yelena.
What did you call? You called her Yolanda, didn't you?
You guys did some.
I also-
Who was the other person?
Helena.
Helena.
Helena, yes.
What's her actual name?
Hela, the god of
Yeah,
death.
Hela.
God of death
The god of death.
and knives. Evidently, she makes knives.
Pull you up.
Oh,
You like Ragnarok? You've seen that.
yeah, but
She's the god of death. She's like, I'm Hela. The god
yeah,
of death.
yeah. But she makes knives.
She throws freaking blades. That's her whole power.
I didn't know that. I just thought she had them.
She conjures them up.
Oh, I just thought she had like a belt or something and was whipping them out.
She just like swings her hand and like 10 of them come out. And then at the end when Surtur shows up, she like throws huge ones and she like rides one into him or something. I don't remember that.
Oh.
Oh,
More you know.
She throws like huge ones and it like shanks him, but he's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna blow up the planet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, don't get me started on Marvel, so that's a dangerous
we should get on
topic.
track probably.
Okay. Time for the thingy.
All right. Are you? I think you should go first.
Me?
Yeah, because you're the guest.
Yeah, you pick
Okay.
yours.
Let's do one that's
So you
I'm gonna jump
read
at
it
random.
out completely.
Okay.
And then we'll give our feedback on it.
okay, got it. Here we go. Am I the asshole for telling my brother and his wife that I will be suing them for selling the nursery I gave them? I, female 36, lost my 3-year-old son from a chronic condition that he was born with. This one's kind of depressing. Yeah, I didn't think of that part.
It's okay.
I struggled a lot with his illness and received a lot of support from my family when my ex-husband was too busy with work than to care for his son. Oh, when my brother and his wife found out they were expecting, they suffered from miscarriage after a miscarriage, and because of their financial situation, I decided to lend them my son's nursery to use for their baby under the condition they give it back when they no longer need it. It's an expensive nursery, and the process of shipping, because I live in a different country, took me time and money, and of course, not to mention its sentimental value. They were so grateful for my help and appreciated it a lot, but my sister-in-law unfortunately lost her baby at 5 months in the pregnancy, and I heard from my mother because my brother and sister-in-law went low contact with everyone to be able to grieve. Is this too depressing?
No.
Okay.
Just keep going.
I'm getting depressed. I waited a few months before asking for the nursery back since they no longer need it. I called and asked my brother to send it back despite how cruel I sounded, but I just had to get it back. But I was shocked after my brother said they sold it, all of it, every single piece.
Yikes.
I asked why, and he said his wife was depressed and he needed money to take her on a vacation a month ago. I lost my temper and started screaming at him on the phone, reminding him that this belonged to my son and only for them to borrow, not sell. He apologized and asked me to be understanding of his wife's position as a grieving mother myself. I said no, they should be considering how selling my son's nursery would affect me as a grieving mother, and he replied that he didn't think that I was being fair to scream at him for wanting to help his wife through these hard times. I told him that that is not my problem and that I will be suing both of them over the nursery for every penny he made out by selling it. He called me nuts and hung up and then called my parents. They tried to get our parents. They tried to get involved after I threatened to sue and called me callous and unhinged for threatening my brother and sister-in-law with court and told me to let it go because I don't need the nursery and it's not worth causing permanent damage in my relationship with my brother over a few pieces of furniture. My ex-husband blamed me, saying it was my fault for giving the nursery to my brother, but I just wanted to help. He keeps pushing for the idea to sue, but my parents are telling me not to. Am I the asshole for wanting to sue them for the nursery that cost us nearly over $4,000? Just to explain something, my ex-husband gets a say because he paid for the nursery as well, and he keeps pushing for me to sue and told me he'll do it if I choose to back down. He keeps saying that it's my fault for letting my brother have this nursery in the first place, and he's very upset with me about it. Okay.
Oof.
That's an oof.
That's an oof. I don't think...
I don't think she's an asshole.
I don't think she's an asshole. I think it was like really nice of her to give the furniture to begin with. Wait, so it was her kids,
Like the whole nursery setup, I think.
and it was to borrow, like she gifted
To borrow. According to her, at least, she says she sent it under the condition that they give it back when they don't need it anymore. She paid for the shipping and everything like that.
Okay, so there was already that stipulation there that they were going to be giving it back.
Yeah.
So why the fuck would they sell everything?
Because the wife was depressed and they had to go on vacation.
She didn't want to see it,
That's
I
so-
assume, as well.
But then, like, I get that they're low contact, but, like, then just, like, they had contact with the parents. They could have passed the message along to the parents and been like, we don't want any of this furniture anymore. Can we arrange to get, like, something done with it? Because we can't have it in the house because it's too depressing. And then as for the whole, like, oh, well, I had to sell it to make my wife feel better, to take her on vacation. Many, 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 many people lose children and can't go on vacation to grieve about it.
Yeah.
I get everybody grieves their own way. I don't think that the furniture should have been sold in order to go on a vacation.
No, I don't think you should have either. I think suing is a bit much because it's also only a $4,000 nursery. Like,
It's intense.
if it was like $12,000, like 20,
Yeah.
that's a bit. But like, it's
Spending
$4,000.
that much on a nursery?
Yeah.
Wait,
like,
how much are nurseries?
I
A
don't know.
lot.
All the stuff inside it, I guess. I don't
They're
know.
a lot.
It wasn't hers or theirs to sell.
That's the thing.
That
It
makes
wasn't
them
their
the
property.
assholes. Whether she's not sure if she wants to sue. The ex-husband wants to get the money back. The parents and brother are saying it's not worth suing. But I mean, the brother could say it's not worth suing and just pay her back, but clearly he's not doing that either.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean,
And it's their choice if they want to sue.
yeah, exactly.
can.
Like legally, they are in the right position if she did stipulate beforehand that you give it back.
Yeah.
So, I mean-
only if it's in written.
Right.
Yeah, if she can prove it,
Yeah.
then she auto wins that case, I think. So, like, I don't know. It wasn't yours to sell. You didn't ask. You told them a month later, and
Yeah.
you're not offering to pay back. Like, literally, if they just say, okay, fine, we'll give you the $4,000 at least, then you're still an asshole, but at least you've settled it.
Yeah.
But here, apparently, they're not. So,
Yeah, because like, as like for her too, like that was all she had of her child,
Yeah.
and now all that's gone. Like
Can't
you
get it
can't
back.
get it that back.
No,
Like
it's
that's
gone.
also like she probably has pictures and stuff like that, but like
that's why I think
Yeah.
that's why she wants to sue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just emotional damage. And she's
Yeah.
like, I want a little bit of revenge, which I understand, to be honest.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
If it were me,
totally.
I'd definitely be like, I mean, I don't know if I would sue, but I like if I didn't sue,
I'd be angry.
I
We
wouldn't
talk to them again.
no, they'd
Yeah.
be cut off.
Because like they tried to say, hey, you should understand because I'm a grieving mother and you were too. And then she's like, yeah, no shit. That's why I want it back because I'm a grieving
Yeah.
mother too. Like
yeah.
that's the whole point. I think that one's a little bit straightforward.
Yeah.
I feel bad that she has to kind of go to like a revenge situation through the lawsuit, but obviously the other people are the assholes, I think.
I think so.
Especially if
too.
they're not going to give that money back.
Seriously, like just give the $4,000 back and settle it. Like what?
Yeah. I mean, like you said, like you're still the asshole for selling all that, but like just pay, like at least pay it back.
Yeah.
Like, and like it's the same like the ex-husband. He wants the money back because he also paid for it, obviously. Yeah. But then on top of that, he's probably also super angry. Plus, like she has that emotional tie of them being her family.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
So he's like,
fuck that.
I want my money.
Yeah.
Literally.
Not only did you sell all my kids' shit after I lost my child, but on top of that,
you're acting like you did nothing wrong.
yeah, and then went on vacation with the money.
Yeah.
Like, that would piss me the fuck off. No, they're the asshole.
They're the asshole.
Cool.
Completely.
Yeah.
Okay, closing
Is that what
that
everybody else said?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Who's going next?
You can go.
I'll do one of mine.
Okay.
Mine aren't great.
We're gonna find out.
We'll see.
Let's do... It'd be funny if we chose like a similar one.
That's true. We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out though. I literally took pictures of it.
I love that you didn't even screenshot them from your phone. You brought them up on your computer to take.
I don't have the app, and then like
I
it
don't
was
know
telling me to
why.
log in. Okay. Am I the asshole for evicting him and his 13-year-old daughter? My boyfriend of 3 years just moved into my 3-bedroom home 5 months ago. This home has been in my family for the past 70 years. I have a 5-year-old son. He has a 13-year-old daughter. I made sure I moved all of my stuff out of my office and put it in the loft so she could have her own bedroom. I think it was about a month into him living here that his daughter wanted to move in with us full time. As she doesn't have her own bedroom at home, at her mom's, I was completely fine with this. Anyways, I started running in a lot of problems not even a week after she moved in full time. She became really entitled and demanding. Like demanding that my son trade rooms with her because it was bigger, it had a bigger closet, and pitched a huge fit when I said no. Or demanding we buy her expensive clothes or makeup because I'm a real estate agent and I have loads of money. Call me crazy, but I'm not about to drop $120 on a pair of ripped jeans or drop $200 on 3 pieces of makeup. Her dad works, but his income is significantly less than mine, so she really just expected me to be the one who spoils her rotten, or pushing her plate of food away and saying, I'm not eating that because you can't cook. I can deal with childish traumas and slamming doors, but she has now started to put holes in my walls, and my boyfriend makes excuses, saying he used to do the same thing, and she will grow out of it. She torments my son. If he says anything to her, she literally always responds with, oh, you're talking to me? Swap rooms with me, and I will think about it, responding, her dad literally never attempts to correct her behavior, and I'm being told that I'm being too harsh. The tip of the mountain for me was when 2 weeks ago there was a foul smell coming from her room, and I asked her to clean it up because she couldn't see the floor.
Oh no.
She said, it's my room, so I don't care what you have to say. Her father actually agreed with her.
Oh, yikes.
3 days later, the smell had become so bad that I lost it. I told her to clean it up or she was moving out. This was after I saw at least 6 menstrual pads thrown throughout her room, as well as half-eaten food and moldy drink cups. She started crying and saying I'm treating her like she is Cinderella and I'm acting like an evil stepmom.
Oh my god.
I told my boyfriend either he handles this or they're both gone. He clearly didn't believe me because he told me that I needed to lighten the fuck up because his daughter is having a rough time transitioning and being away from her mom. I gave it a week, nothing changed, and I went and then drew out an eviction notice and put it on their doors.
Savage.
And to vacate my property within 30 days. I told him he's lucky that I'm not suing for damages. He says I'm an asshole for throwing away 3 years of our relationship because I can't handle not having my own way. Am I the asshole?
Ooh, she dodged so many red flags through the daughter for the boyfriend, I think.
And they were dating for
Damn.
3 years.
Yeah. That's... No.
Yeah.
No. That's, No.
Very-
First of all, okay, let's start at the beginning, okay? So first, this woman gives her her own room.
Yeah.
Not even her daughter.
No.
Just is like, yeah, you know what? She deserves to have, like, space of her own. It's quite the transition, right? So the woman goes out of her way to clear out her office to give her her own bedroom. All right. Then she's like all fine and dandy until she's there fucking full time. Then everything just goes to shit. And the dad just is what? Not responsible for any of it?
Yeah, he just says that the behavior is something that he did when he was a kid, so she'll get over it.
Yeah, which is a whole other thing.
That's a whole other red flag.
That's disgusting.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like if the kid is acting exactly how the father acted, then clearly she learned it from somewhere. So maybe he didn't stop doing those things. Maybe he's still an entitled piece of garbage.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. No, I don't think she's the asshole at all.
No,
I wonder if
I don't
she
think so
acts
either.
like that with the mom.
That's what I wonder too.
Somehow
If it's
big
like
doubt.
acting out,
Yeah.
but like that's crazy acting out. She's
That's-
like
yeah.
punching holes in her wall.
Yeah, that's
And
something
being mean to the child. Like the
To
mom
Kyle.
has a responsibility
Yeah.
to her own child. Not that like obviously a long-term boyfriend, like they're becoming a family, all that kind of stuff. But one child is being bullied, and the SO is not protecting that child at all. So she has to protect her 5-year-old. Like that's a small child.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like my family has a lot of mixed, like blended families, and it's pretty much always the situation of like the parent of each child deals with their own child for the
Yeah.
most part. Like obviously if one of them isn't there, then the other parent becomes the one in charge, or they handle situations together sometimes. But the majority of the time, at least at the beginning, it starts out with the parent parenting their own child. And then when they have an issue with that kid, they go to the other parent and are like, these are the issues I'm having.
Yeah.
Deal with it, basically. Like, it's your kid. Like, I don't want to overstep or anything. And he's just choosing to not do anything about it. Like, that's a yikes. Like, on top of that, like, they've been together, 3 years? She is a 5-year-old. I would say the majority of people don't just have an only child nowadays. Maybe they would choose not to have any more kids because they both have kids already. But say they decided to have another kid. Like,
How's that gonna work?
She dodged a big bullet with not having a kid with him at minimum.
Yeah.
I mean, he has known that 5-year-old for 3 years since it was a 2-year-old baby.
Yeah, true.
How are you not going to have any kind of empathy for the other child?
Yeah.
Because clearly he doesn't understand what his daughter is doing, because he's normalizing it to his own shitty behavior based on what he said when he did when he was a kid. But
Yeah.
normal kids don't, like, it's not, okay, that's not a good way of phrasing it, but you shouldn't be okay with kids punching holes in walls and yelling at other kids and yelling at the parents. And, like, all of this is behavior that should be addressed.
She
Yeah.
needs a therapist.
Yeah,
Oh,
she needs
yeah.
therapy. Like,
She
you
needs
have to send her
therapy, like
somewhere.
behavioral therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get some help. And it's not a bad thing, but if you let this continue, she will grow into an adult that's an asshole.
Yeah, like her dad.
Like her dad, who apparently doesn't care about the other child. Like, you can see the difference in parents where their kids act out against other kids and the parents step in and stop their own kid for being a dick. And some parents don't do that, and you can immediately tell how they deal with that situation
Yeah.
when it's just, I don't know, it's obvious, right? You see a smaller child, especially. It's an 8-year gap. It's a little kid, man. Like,
Poor
Yeah,
thing.
on top of that, like her going to the little brother to be like, switch rooms with me. He's 5.
fine. Be like, okay, big
Yeah.
sister or whatever. Like, I'll do something to please you. Like, poor
Yeah, she's a
kid.
bitch.
Yeah, and then when the mom's like, no, that's not happening.
No.
Like,
Yeah, because she has to step in to protect her child because
Yeah.
nobody else is doing it.
yeah.
I mean, this is pretty straightforward. That kid's a dick.
Yeah.
And that makes the father a
And
dick.
dirty. She's
Yeah,
gross.
that was nasty, bro.
Like I know, like you, it's the menstrual pads that
It's the
cannot
menstrual pads for me.
go-
That's
like
disgusting.
I feel like everybody goes through a teenage phase. I mean, I don't know about you, but like, you know, where like you start eating in your room and then you like leave the dish like a day or two.
There's a fine line,
like
though.
yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, like we all go through that little phase and then you learn like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. That's gross.
And it
Yeah.
stinks and there's mold.
Yeah.
And what the heck? My parents would have whooped my balls.
And they also haven't said that she has any like behavioral like issues.
Yeah.
Like she has no
Maybe
she doesn't have BDP or anything like that.
I mean, even if she did though, like, well, first of all, knowing the way the father has handled these situations, it's unlikely anything's been diagnosed, because it seems like she's not going to any kind of therapy, let alone a psychiatrist who could diagnose that.
Yeah.
On top of that,
doesn't excuse her behavior.
yeah, it doesn't
At
excuse, yeah, and and when she's 13, first of all, she's 13, and like somebody should have taught her by this point that a lot of these are not acceptable. Like I get like most often with that age, like if there is a transition, that there's a hard part. This is not like having a hard part. This is like you're just being disrespectful and a shitty person.
Yeah.
Like, and at the age of like I knew at the age of 13 not to do that shit.
You should know better by then.
Like, so, and she didn't because she obviously hasn't been taught. And if, like, the dad doesn't think it's a big deal, like Judah was saying, it's, like, it's obvious that she's learning that from them.
Yeah.
Actions have consequences, kids. Can't do what you want.
She had asked to stay with them full time. So I wonder if she was doing that at her mom's and her mom's was like not having any of it and like disciplining her. And then they were like, and then she was like, well, I'll just go over there then.
And also by the sounds of it, she likes money.
Yeah.
I mean, the mom, she was living in a place without her own room. So she probably wanted independence at minimum.
Yeah.
But at most wanted to go and had the assumption that this new girlfriend would be doting on her and just giving her all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what she's apparently demanding and expecting. So
Big yikes.
Definitely not the
yikes,
asshole.
Areno. The
No,
dad has
the
some
dad
shit
and the
to
daughter
do.
are assholes.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Because also, by the sounds of it, it's not like the dad even like stood up for their relationship.
He didn't do anything. He's just like,
In
you're
the
throwing
end.
the relationship away. It's like, well, maybe I'm protecting my child. I'm not letting yours be a dick.
Yeah.
What the heck? Well, red flags abound.
Gross.
Your turn?
Yeah. Am I the asshole for refusing to give up my dream wedding dress, though it means my fiance's family will not attend?
Spicy.
I'm in a lot of turmoil right now, and it feels like everything is falling apart. Oof. Heavy.
Oh, no.
I have never had a great relationship with my future mother-in-law. It isn't terrible, but I can sense that she doesn't like me. My fiance is very close to his family, so there has been some tension. I didn't invite my mother-in-law wedding dress shopping because our relationship is awkward, but I thought I'd show her a picture to make her feel included. My dress is a beautiful, flowy, beachy dress, but not technically a wedding dress, and could be ordered in color. I bought it from a small local boutique that we both love. My mother-in-law said that I can't wear the dress because she bought the same one for her 50th birthday, which is 2 weeks after my wedding. My mother-in-law does have the dress, though, in a mint green color. There is enough detailing that it is still clearly the same dress. And she has the receipt to prove she got it first. Lavish birthday parties are a thing in our circle, so I know she has invested some serious time and money in this party. I said that I'm still going to wear the dress, despite the fact that I could easily return it with no loss, because I didn't do it out of malice, and I love the dress. My mother-in-law said if she wears it 2 weeks after I do, everyone is going to think she is pathetic and copying her son's wife. I said sorry, but not really my problem. Everyone has gone crazy since I said that. His entire side of the family and the friend's mother-in-law... His entire side of the family and friends... his mother-in-law invited have all backed out of the wedding.
Wow.
So like 15 people, and it will be noticeable. His sisters were supposed to be in the wedding party on his side, but dropped out and have blocked him on everything.
Oh my goodness.
His stepdad won't talk to him and says he regrets raising him.
Holy shit, what?
I forgot about it. And he isn't a real man because a real man would stand up for his mom.
No.
His bio dad is even on the mother-in-law's side, which doesn't surprise me because they are still good friends, but he called us up to shame us the other night. My fiance is hurting and found out his family had a big beach day and invited everyone but him. He called his mother, so her mother-in-law, obviously, and they talked but didn't come to a resolution. She said if I refuse to do the right thing, the only answer is no one going to her party can go to the wedding. He tried calling his sister-in-law and found out she blocked him. He is mad at me now and feels like she had it first, so therefore she should give up the wedding dress. Edit for some info. Mother-in-law has never acted like this before, ever before. She's extremely laid back, doesn't show emotion, not really attention seeking, which is why my fiance is confused at this point. I think the relationship with his sisters and stepdad is beyond repair for now, and I'm scared to have them at the wedding. To all the people saying I should wear it to her birthday, I'm banned. And my ex has already promised to act as a bouncer. Okay, so they separated.
Oh.
Wait, what?
It says my ex has already promised to act as bouncer now that... Not that I would ever crash it. Final edit, my dress is going back and I apologize to her because I can't understand it. But something deeply hurt her. Mother-in-law and my fiance are talking for the first time in over a month. She seems exhausted and sad, but maybe there is hope. I really don't think, I don't know.
Sister-in-laws or...
Stepfather-in-law will ever get over this, but we will see.
I think she's talking about an other ex.
Maybe.
I think so as well, because otherwise she's
Why would he be at the mother-in-law's
and
party?
just bouncing your ex out of there? That's so weird. This might be a little controversial. I don't know, but I think everyone sucks. I think this is an everyone sucks. I think one party sucks a lot more, but I think everyone sucks. Yeah, it might be a little controversial.
It's her wedding day.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think it's super
You are
fucking
supposed
petty.
to only have one of those.
That's true.
Yeah, and it's super fucking petty that the mom is getting upset over a dress to the point where she's blocking
Yeah, for sure.
and
Worse.
getting
Yeah.
her family members to block them and then tell them not to go to the wedding.
And they're treating the son like so poorly,
Trash.
and it
And
doesn't
the
even
poor
make sense.
son.
Yeah, I feel so bad for him.
But
He didn't
also
do
the
anything.
son should be standing up for his wife.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I think I agree. Because,
Yeah.
I think he should be saying, it's literally a dress.
And
I
it's
think
her
so, too.
wedding dress.
It's her wedding dress. She clearly, and she said, it's not like she went to the store to get the exact same dress.
there was no ill intention.
It seems to be a small town thing because she said it's from a boutique that
Yeah.
they all like. So she probably went in it with the idea that she was going to get a nice dress from there, knowing that they all liked it as well on top of that, but instead ended up with the same dress. So
It's
also
unlucky.
to be honest, when you choose a birthday outfit, I don't know,
Yeah,
but
you can for sure change it.
you can for sure find
change it.
a second option.
Also, if you truly love your daughter-in-law, you change the dress.
I
yeah,
agree
you
with that.
let her
Yeah.
have her
Yeah.
moment.
I don't think that they should have treated the son
They
No.
or
that's
her that way.
So nuts.
I mean, the way she worded not really my problem is
It's a bit bitchy.
a bit bitchy, but also not gonna lie, if it was my wedding dress, I'd be bro, you're getting a new fucking dress.
Yeah.
This is my wedding. What do you mean? That's not a small deal.
No.
Not that the
I
birthday
agree.
isn't not that the birthday isn't a big deal.
Yeah, because it's her 50th.
And I get they do big ones, but it's a wedding and it's your son's wedding. As well, on top of that. Clearly she loved the dress enough to get it for the birthday party. So she must
be
love the
happy.
dress.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I feel bad that the son is stuck in the middle of it. Especially with how trash they've treated him. But like,
I don't know. I have a few suspicions here. I think, for one, it really sucks for the son because literally he has to choose between his fiance really liking a dress or his entire family for the rest of his life. That's so awful. That sucks. It's unreasonable of his family. It's not, but it's not his fault either. Like that is so rough. If he stands up for his fiance, he loses his family, and that's not his fault. It's their fault, but that sucks. And another thing, I think we're getting it from her perspective, right? She said the mother-in-law is not a petty person and is not an attention-seeking person and seems tired of the conflict and doesn't want it to go on. So it makes me think that maybe she didn't just say, well, not my problem. I don't know. That's fully conjecture. I don't know, but like it blew up so much. I also think if I was the lady writing it, it still is wrong for the mother-in-law to be like, no, I'm wearing this dress so you can't wear it first because it'll make me look bad. That's wrong for sure. But at that point, I don't know, maybe because I don't really care about the dress. And like for me, I'm gonna wear a suit. Like I'm always gonna wear a suit. They all look the same. But like I mean, like a classy, nice tuxedo looks pretty similar to like the other ones. I don't know. I think her heart. She is making a choice that dress is that important to her, and she's put in a shitty position. But she also could have handled it better and could let go of the dress. Now she has a month later let go of the dress and sent it back because the other part of the family gave her an ultimatum basically. So she's put in a really shit position. But I don't know. To me, it's just a dress.
but then same to the mother-in-law.
Yeah, I agree. No, that's what I'm saying.
Out of that, like, that mother-in-law definitely hasn't been looking at wedding dresses since she was, or birthday dresses since she was 5 years old, choosing out what she wants. Like,
it's
guarantee,
a wedding dress.
like, this is a wedding dress.
I agree.
Like, when you're getting married, like, whether you even see yourself getting married, every female on the planet, I'm pretty sure, for the most part,
specific dress,
has an idea of what they want to wear. It might change over the years, but that's something that's like, that's your dress. Like,
I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
I think that's much worse, but I think this lady could have handled it better, and in the end, she ended up giving up the dress too. Like, I don't know. She could have literally chosen any other dress on the planet, and this all would have gone away, which is not a fair choice. Like, I'm still saying it's still not a good choice. She's put in a bad spot by that other family being unreasonable. But she stuck to her guns, and it ruined so many relationships.
but I also wonder if there was more drama than what she's saying as well.
Because so much happened.
So there was so much backlash about, like,
The whole family's like, well, fuck you.
Talking and, like, all of that.
The son has been disowned, basically, when he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And if that's all over just her saying, not my problem, then for sure, and it still is, even if she said more, it's still that huge part of the family's massive overreaction. Yeah. But I don't know.
There could also be like an underlining issue from the mom. Like maybe she hasn't even brought it up. Like she might even just have an issue with her son getting married.
Yeah,
I know
that's true
mother-in-laws
too.
are like that.
Maybe.
But apparently she's been super chill to her so far.
Yeah, like she had said, like she had been fine and like
then.
but she did say that they had never like really gotten along.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I don't know what the family dynamic is. I feel like the chaos.
Sounds like I wouldn't want to get married into that. But I would also want my husband to always side with me for the most part.
And
if
it
I
seems
didn't
like he
do a
did.
fucked up thing, and it sounds like he did.
Yeah,
or at
but
least he tried
he's
to.
He
really
tried to.
suffering for it now.
Yeah.
He lost his whole family.
That
and
sucks.
they're just calling them to shit talk and stuff. Like, it's wild. I don't even. That's wild. They both are being. That's why I'm saying, like, it's not the same levels of shitty, but I think everybody's being kind of shitty except for the poor son. That guy's just getting screwed.
Yeah, I mean he's getting the shit from both sides at this point. But I think the family is like out of control.
I think
They're
the family's
worse.
out of line.
They're worse for sure. Yeah.
I don't think the bride's the asshole.
I
don't think
she's
she's an
a
asshole
little bit
at
of a
all.
dick here. I think she could have. I know it sucks, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if I saw a suit that was so beautiful, and my eyes watered when I saw it, and I was like, this is amazing. But my fiance was gonna get wrecked by her family. I'd wear a different suit. Like, it doesn't matter that much to me. But obviously a wedding dress and her attachment to it is different. But like there's literally infinite amounts of dresses that she could have chosen, and this all instantly goes away. And that would take being the bigger person because the other party is being shitty.
Yeah.
So she's put in this bad position where she didn't do anything wrong.
Okay. I just think as well, when you marry into a family, there are many compromises that happen over a relationship
It's true.
consistently. I don't think you should have to compromise on your wedding dress.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, that's true.
I think literally your wedding is the one day where people need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And
it's your
like
wedding.
that's your
That's true.
wedding.
That's
like
true.
that's like it's literally the one day that
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else should have a say besides you and your partner.
No, I agree.
Like that's you and your partner's day.
Yeah.
That's nobody else's day.
I wonder what would have happened.
They should just elope at this point.
I
Then she
would've.
can wear the
Eloping
dress.
doesn't matter though,
somewhere
'cause
else.
The problem is that the husband is not going to have his family anymore. That's the problem.
But then
They can still get
If
married.
they elope, nobody's gonna see the dresses. they
No, but
can
like
still
it
go to
doesn't
the
matter.
party. Like
Yeah, it doesn't matter though. That I don't know. I also wonder, like, if she hadn't said not my problem, if she had said like, hey, this is my wedding. I don't know. Like I'm not trying to victim blame here. Like she was put into a really shit spot, but I feel like she could have handled it better, and she chose the dress over this whole situation, which it's like rocking a hard place, but I think she made the wrong choice.
now, I also wonder if possibly the family made such a big deal out of this
Because they didn't like her.
because they didn't like her. Because she
Yeah.
said like
It's possible.
They didn't have strong relationships to begin with.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what I'm wondering if they use this as like
Which makes them
We
even
can get
shittier.
out.
yeah.
Because they didn't support their son and brother, etc., etc. Like,
Yeah.
just because he chose his wife and they didn't like her, now they're just using it as
Because
an
that's just not
excuse.
going to come out of nowhere for the mom to completely,
Yeah.
like,
Either
go
they didn't like
apeshit.
her, or she said more stuff that she's not talking about.
Yeah.
Because this is her point of view.
Yeah, I don't think this is necessarily the whole story.
no,
here.
there's no way it is.
But from what I
Uh,
am reading, I say the family, the whole one side of the family is
Same.
the asshole.
But we're going to have different opinions on
Yeah.
that because you're never going to understand the feeling of a woman
No.
finding their perfect
Because
wedding
I would
dress.
just yeet my tux. I don't
It's
give
the
a
thing.
shit.
Because
Like, it'd be
finding a
fine.
tux is
It's completely different.
so
Yeah.
different.
But
than
that's
finding
all
a
I can
dress.
understand, because there's no like one suit out
Like, it
there
goes
for
back to your
me.
childhood.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think if it went to that point, like where my significant other was like losing his family over
I'd probably
a dress,
compromise if
I would probably compromise, but I would also be like, yeah, we're not having a wedding with
And
everyone.
she did
Like-
compromise, but it took a month,
I
and
don't
now
know if
it's
I'd
too
marry
late.
into that family.
There's so many other
It'd
red
be-
flags.
Yeah, it'd be a lot.
I think it's everyone sucks here with like the other family being at a 10 out of 10 level of asshole, and her being at like a 2 or 3 out of 10 asshole.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just
I respect your opinion.
okay. Thank you.
I respect your
I
opinion.
get what you guys are
I
saying
get
for
where
sure.
you're coming from. though.
Yeah, because like she wanted to choose her dress, and the mother-in-law can literally wear anything, and this whole thing goes
Yeah.
away. And then she like lynched her whole family onto this couple, which is super. Like everything that they did was wrong. So I totally get what you guys are saying,
Yeah.
but I feel like she could have just made one compromise here, which is a big, huge compromise. I know everything goes away. Maybe this is an eye-opening situation for the whole family.
So if you were in that situation,
If I was in that situation, well, I'd yeet my tux into the sun. That's fine.
no. If you were the husband in that situation,
Oh, that would be so rough. I don't know. Like I know that my family won't do that,
I know.
right? So like
Yeah.
my family is like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They want us to be happy, like whatever.
yeah.
So it's really hard to wrap my head around it, to be honest. Like if I was
yeah.
put into the ultimatum by my family, maybe I wouldn't like my family that much because they're being dicks,
Yeah.
right? But like my family is nice. I love them. They wouldn't put me in that position, so I can't like, you know,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
it's hard because I
I
would
don't
have
even
to.
think my family would do that.
My family wouldn't do that.
No.
Yeah, so that's like a really red flag family.
Yeah.
The whole family.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember, when you're marrying someone, you're marrying their family.
You're gonna be stuck with them.
You have to be careful. You're
She
stuck with
laughs
them.
nervously.
You're stuck with them.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think she should have had to.
I don't think she
I don't
even
think she should have had to. No.
She shouldn't have backed down in the end. She should have just stuck with her
I mean, if
guns.
she's sticking to it for a month, then just keep sticking to it. Like, if you were
Yeah.
gonna compromise early, so there's not irreparable damage. Now she's in the middle, and now it sucks. Which is still not
I
really
probably
her
would
fault.
have
She
said
got
the same
pressured
thing.
into it.
I would have probably said the same thing
Yeah,
she did.
but I think you would have
Not
stuck
my
to it
problem.
forever.
That's
Yeah.
my dress.
Find a different dress.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just.
Yeah,
I feel
no.
so bad for the husband, man.
I would have probably even bought the mom's new dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be so
I'm
nice.
like, I'll
of
buy you a new
I
dress. I'll
would've been
take you
like, listen,
shopping. But
I
this
got
is
a
mine.
cheaper dress because I chose not to get a actual wedding dress.
Yeah.
I will literally pay for you to get a new dress. Like,
And we
That's
can
the
all
thing.
be Gucci. But it's still the other family's
didn't
fault.
what
go
would
that
you
way.
do if somebody showed up to your wedding wearing white?
I saw someone's mother-in-law did that. She wore a
Yeah.
white wedding dress. I would have probably not married in the family. I would have left.
I would like, this is too much for
I
me.
would have asked security to ask her to leave.
Because you're gonna have to deal with that later.
Yeah,
That's
that's true. Unless you just
But I would
leave.
know. I would know that before I even married a person.
yeah.
It would depend
I
on
feel like
how-
you would know ahead of time.
Yeah, it depends on how your SO has their relationship with the family.
Yeah. There would be red flags before that point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
But-
wouldn't happen in mine.
unless you like suddenly met somebody and then within a month got married or like engaged and then like you finally meet this
Which is
their
why you
fam-
shouldn't do that.
yeah but
Oh, that's a controversial one. That was a good one. Nice. I mean,
I don't think it's
I
controversial.
don't think it's. I think I don't know. I think that one is like a layered one at minimum.
I
like
think
that's.
like I said I think if it got
I agree with
that
you
out of
guys.
hand I would have given up the dress
Yeah.
for my partner's sake, but I would have made it very clear I was doing it for the partner's sake. And then on top of that, just know I don't get to have my wedding dress
Because of you.
because of you. And then on top of that, but on top of that, I do understand why she did it. Like
Yeah.
why she was like, no, I'm not giving it up.
Yeah.
Like, and then in the end, she ended up giving it up, which likely I'm going to guess is mostly because of her husband.
But it's too
Yeah.
Being like, please just fucking give up this dress.
Probably.
Yeah.
She said that he supported her, but I imagine just after like a full month of one, your whole family disowning you, and two, them calling you and being like, "Wow, you're not a man. We hate you. We're not going to support you for the rest of your life."
That's abuse.
Yeah, it's
Shouldn't
super
even, like,
shitty.
ugh,
But
yeah.
like, imagine the toll it's taking on him, like, and probably on her too. To be honest, she just lost her new family. That sucks, man. That family is really shitty.
Yeah, I wonder how her family was feeling.
My
Wow.
mom would have fought her.
Yeah, my parents would have been pissed.
My mom would have fought her.
My grandma would have straight up been like,
no,
Like what?
"You're not." No, she'd be like, "This
Yeah.
is a joke."
fuck you,
right?
old woman. Get your
Literally.
shit together.
She would literally be like, "You're not marrying into this." What?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Mm-mm.
That family's messed up. Maybe she's gonna dodge a bullet.
Maybe. I mean, she gave up the dress, so it still sounds like she's getting married, just in a different dress.
Yikes.
Hopefully, it's because her and her husband have a good relationship, and that's why. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. A friend of mine's friend was saying that she's marrying a guy who's Hindu, and then she just doesn't have a religion, and the parents were very strict about like all the rules around like what the wedding had to be
Oh yeah.
and what she had to wear, because he had initially told her that like she could choose whether she wore like the traditional gown or whether she wanted, like if she wanted, she could wear a white dress for the ceremony, like for the ceremony, or like he was like you could do like half and half if you wanted, and the family was like, oh no, you're not doing that.
Oh.
Yeah. And we're like full on like, no, you're wearing like traditional wear, like you're not wearing a white wedding dress.
Yeah.
And then she was like, well, what if I wore it for the ceremony, because that's like the sacred part of everything? And then she's like, for the party afterwards I got to wear like a white, and they were like, no, they were like, you can't do that.
That's a tricky one though, because I would want to respect the traditions.
Yeah, but then like I think there should like
That's such a tricky.
I think there should be give and take.
I
Yeah.
think this is one of the things my parents warned me about for my whole life, which
Yeah.
is religion/culture clash. You have to figure that shit out before you get married.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
holy shit. And especially with my parents, they're like, once you have kids, how do you raise them? That's the hardest one. And I've gone through that one, and it was not great. So it's just,
Yeah, that's hard.
oh man, that's tough. That's why I wouldn't get that far without knowing.
Yeah. Well, because I think she thought
Yeah, it's not her fault.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming her.
the son, like, well, her fiance seems to want it to be equal, like for her to be able to have her dress.
Yeah, what she
Considering,
wants to
like, the whole thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know how a Hindu wedding works.
do. Yeah.
Like, it's like a week-long thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's a long-ass thing. And it's all for that culture and that religion. So then just to have one part of it to have her wear a wedding dress, I feel like isn't too much to ask.
I
No,
know.
definitely not her fault.
Yeah.
But
I feel, and like, for like, she had the expectation that that was going to be an option, considering he had already
told her. Yeah.
that was an option.
Yeah.
And then the parents were like, no, that's not
so
happening.
unfortunate.
That's
but
rough.
like I said, you're marrying into the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things you have to go out of your way to find out,
Yeah.
which sucks.
Yeah.
But everybody has to, I think.
And she's Scottish.
Oh.
Yeah, and they drink like a lot.
They do.
And they were like, yeah, you can't have alcohol at the wedding.
And usually they
that's
wear
rough.
like the tarp,
Yeah.
the sash as well.
Yeah.
It's-
But they were like, no, you can't have alcohol at the wedding. And her whole family was like, pardon? They were like, what? They were like, why can't we just have it and they could just not
I
drink
feel like
it?
you should have like designated tables then.
Yeah,
like,
that's easily solvable, but the other family's not letting it be solvable, and they
Yeah.
have to do it their way, which means red flag. That's rough. Because,
Red
like, I don't know,
flag.
there's lots of parents that will okay it with the expectation that you're inducting them into your culture/religion.
yeah.
Which they'll just pop on you right after. They'll be like, okay, now you're married. Now you have to do it this way, whatever. That's rough. It doesn't seem like they're willing to let literally anything else go. And like, people drink at weddings. Like, that's a normal thing. And there's plenty of weddings where it's not the case, but it's not to this degree.
What if Priyanka?
Priyanka Chopra?
Yeah, I wanted.
They had both.
Money.
Yeah,
She don't give a fuck.
yeah,
I
She
don't
got
like
money.
her.
And he got money. My mom hates her.
yeah. I
As
don't
she
like.
should. She's
I
horrible.
said that I didn't like her. I told.
Judah who it was.
Yeah, but I told his mom the story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
She's horrible.
yeah. So
Well, more reasons to dislike her. I just don't like her because she
Pork
comes
chop.
across as kind of a bitch.
pork chop. Yeah, that's what Annie calls her, pork chop.
I don't know. She has this energy where she just looks down on people.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Like
too.
snobby.
Like she doesn't seem genuine either. Like
No.
and then yeah, I was telling your mom. Your mom's like, right, yeah.
Mom has like a hate boner for this
Yeah,
woman.
yeah, she really does. Like her. Yeah, but so yeah,
Shall we keep going?
yeah.
Okay.
You're up.
I'm up. This one is the one that I have to find the comments for because there's more deets.
Okay,
Um,
the comment.
Yes,
Okay.
but of course. And here we go. Am I the asshole for asking for a roommate change? Which means that, I clarified this, she's going to leave the roommate, not kicking out the other roommate.
Okay.
Yeah. After my former roommate revealed an embarrassing secret. So I, 18F, am a freshman in college, and until recently I loved it. Exclamation mark. I especially love the social life and the party scene. But I have discovered that I have one embarrassing problem. When I drink, I wet the bed. It's really humiliating for me, and it makes me super self-conscious. It's not as though I black out. It's something about alcohol that ruins my bladder control as I sleep. This has happened about 5 times since I got to school. She's 18. So this happened 9 days ago. She's 18. It's November. So it's November. What is today? The 14th? Yeah, the 14th. 9 days ago was the 5th. So she's been in college for 2 months, and it's happened 5 times. Right? So just some context there. The third time it happened, my roommate discovered me trying to hide the evidence. I begged her not to tell anyone and thought she was sympathetic, but last week I was eating dinner with my friends and we were discussing Halloween plans, and one boy made a joke about my bedwetting. I've never been more embarrassed in my life. I sobbed for hours knowing that my whole friend group knows about my problem. I knew my roommate told them because she's literally the only one who knew. I was so angry and embarrassed I left school, and my Halloween weekend was spent food shopping with my mom. So just to go back, this is the third time it happened. Since then, it's happened 2 more times, right? Just more context. While I was at home, I put in a request for roommate change because I was so mad at my roommate. She has texted me like 100 times telling me that I'm being dramatic. I think I'm right to never want to talk to her again. She humiliated me in front of my friends, including the boy she knows I have a crush on. Aww. Am I the asshole for asking for a change in roommates? Which she clarified, once again, she's going to leave to get put with somebody else. So I'm not going to read the comments yet. What do you guys think?
I don't think she's the asshole. She should get a diaper.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I don't know
why
what
she
you
pee
would
in
do
the bed
about
that
that
much?
situation. Well, because clearly, like she just has started drinking like heavily in college, so she probably didn't know about it before, and now she's like every time she drinks, maybe like learn to control your.
Maybe stop drinking and figure out how we can resolve that first.
It's not a normal thing that happens. Go to the doctor.
Yeah, that
True.
doesn't seem normal.
That's true.
She's 18, so maybe it's a good time to figure that out.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that does that.
It's a medical condition, I'm pretty sure.
Only when you drink?
No, but like if it makes you relax, maybe when you get older, there's like, I don't know, bladder control issues or a muscle that's not working or something
she might
like
have
that.
like some muscle issues.
Yeah, like go to the doctor and find out. Even if it's nothing, you should go to the doctor and find out.
Yeah.
That sounds scary.
And I will just, I'm not putting my opinion in yet because I've read the comments. But so in 2 months, she's done this 5 times. The third time she got caught, after which she did it 2 more times.
Okay.
So just reiterating for the audience.
Okay. So
is she doing it out of spite?
I will pee my bed, you bitches.
I will pee my bed.
On top of that, if you ever told anybody anything like that about me, we would not be friends anymore.
No, I agree.
Yeah. Like that's a
huge breach in confidence.
Yeah. Like when you tell your friends something like that, like I've told you things before that has happened to me. Like that if you told anybody, I'd be like,
I'll kill you.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like so like there's that
They're also not friends though, are they? They're just roommates.
No, aren't they?
They're just roommates.
Oh.
They're not even friends.
But this is the person that she thought was like sympathetic. She got caught. She didn't reveal this. She got caught changing the covers.
So she didn't tell her even like, oh, did she tell her to keep it a secret?
Yeah, she said, I begged her not to tell anyone and I thought she was sympathetic, but last week we were eating dinner and someone made a joke.
So they don't have any like loyal ties there at all to begin
2 months
with.
at max.
So
I think still.
She still shouldn't have told her if she was a good person.
I was you're
I
a
wouldn't
shitty
have.
person for selling a secret like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd hope she's like
I'm
cleaning.
interested to hear these comments.
I don't want to overhype the comments because they're not that spicy. But I do agree. I think it made me change my opinion.
Oh.
Because at first reading that story.
Is she like into it or something?
No.
Like,
Like,
It's a kink.
but like.
I hope she's washing
I think
the
based
sheets.
on what she said, for sure the other roommate is an asshole because she told the secret.
Yeah.
When she could have done, like, if she didn't want to deal with it, she could have done other things. She could have confronted her. She could have gone to the school and been like, I don't want to live with this person. Like, there was other options, but she told other people, which is, that's rough. Like, that's bad.
Yeah.
Okay, but for the comments, so basically I'm reading her replies, but she's saying, I don't like blackout and like one of the more controlled drinkers among my friends. Like I've never thrown up from alcohol or been super drunk. Like 2 weekends ago, I had 4 White Claws over the course of like 6 hours while partying, and I still peed my bed. I have no idea why this happens to me, but it's humiliating. She said the same thing again. I don't love the party scene because of alcohol, although I do like to drink. I like it because of how social everyone is and how much fun being around basically the whole school is. Sorry, it's hard to read some of her stuff. There's no punctuation or correct grammar. But like, how do I explain to my friends why I'm not drinking? Because people suggested like, why don't you just take a break from drinking and see what's going on?
Yeah.
Like completely cutting myself off kind of makes me a social pariah. Plus there's nothing to do here on weekends besides parties, and they are super fun. I don't want to ruin my college experience. She was downvoted 1,434 times for that one.
Yeah, if that's
It's just drinking.
if
It's just
that's
drinking.
an issue like you're having, you need to sort that out. Like on top, like that's not something you just
can't
like
keep
let
peeing
slide.
the bed because
Like,
you want to
if
have
it happened
fun.
like one time, okay, like I understand. Like
She kept doing it after she got caught, which is, I think, interesting.
Which is weird.
like no, but that's what I'm saying. Like if it happened one time, like say you got drunk and like wet the bed, okay, you're like, okay, I probably drank way too much.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be doing that. I need to.
She also knows. Like, didn't she know beforehand that she does this when she drinks?
Apparently, she discovered it just at college.
Oh, just at college.
Apparently.
Yeah, based on the post.
Huh.
So then, yeah, no, like that's. Like, chill out on the drink. Like, I get what she means about, like, I mean, when I went to college, like, that's all you did on weekends. And that's how you got to meet people.
Yeah.
Was, like, you went out and drank and party. Who's gonna... Also, like, all those other people...
you
No
you
one's
don't
gonna
have
know
to
that
be
you're not drinking.
Like, you can go out and
Like,
party.
you can go out and party and still socialize. Just, like, don't drink. The only thing I can think of that, like, why she's so, like, I have to drink would be, like...
She's definitely just a first year and, like, just trying to figure it all
Yeah,
out.
and like she's probably like antisocial as well, and that like helps her come out of her shell probably.
Yeah.
But that's not your priority at this point, considering you've wet your bed 5 times.
Yeah.
So to add to some of them, someone commented saying everyone sucks here. Obviously, it's an asshole move of your roommate to spread that. But after reading your comments, please stop playing the victim. You don't want to give up drinking because partying is so fun. But you know what happens when you drink. Either stop drinking or buy adult diapers and bed pads. Also, if you're doing this at 18, it's only going to get worse the older you get. Eventually, you're going to urinate at night even without drinking. Then she said, ew, gross. I really hope this becoming an every night thing isn't in my future. And then someone said, wait, you think adult diapers or pads are gross and you'd rather just wet yourself in the bed? And then someone said, I think you need to potty train yourself. Like, obviously, there's a bunch of stuff. Then someone else said, I'm really confused about what hiding the evidence means. I hope it means she's cleaning the sheets instead of putting them away. Someone said dorms don't have machines and dryers in the rooms, which is true. So she would either be going to the laundry facilities or she's just hiding them.
And it probably smells.
With the roommate. So that kind of sucks too. And then someone said, but the fact that you're an alcoholic before the legal drinking age is no skin off your nose.
Yeah.
Which is also a yikes. So she said, I just don't want to be peeing uncontrollably. I only had 4 drinks. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm not everyone is assuming that I just let it go. I don't. I wash my sheets every time it happens. Sometimes I run them through twice. I don't want to sleep in a puddle. I'm very organized and clean up after myself. Okay. I'm doing my best. I have those air freshener things plugged in by my bed. So she's still been replying to some of these things.
But pee seeps through to the mattress.
It's not just a simple thing. Now the number one comment in general is, after reading your comments, I'm going to go with everyone sucks here. Shitty roommate is obviously shitty, but you're putting your immaturity and lack of individualism on full display. What you are experiencing is a medical issue, and not only do you refuse to take personal responsibility for it, but you actually came up with excuses why you should continue drinking with a known problem. You say it shouldn't be it shouldn't be an issue because you are the most controlled of all your friends. No, you're not. You're pissing yourself every time. It doesn't matter how drunk you are, how many White Claws you had in a 6-hour period, anything. If you can't control your body when you drink, there's a reason nobody else is pissing the bed. That's not normal. You supposedly can't stop drinking because it's a social pariah. Well, guess what? Plenty of people live fun, fulfilling, sober lives and have an amazing social life without alcohol. If you feel a need to drink alcohol, despite knowing the consequences that you're going to pee yourself every time without a diaper, in order to have fun, then you are developing an unhealthy relationship with alcohol. If your friends push or require that relationship, then guess what? It's time to make better friends. The more confident you are in yourself and what is best for you, the more people will want to hang out with you for you, and the more you will find people who are open and accepting of you as well. Nobody worth anything has the time or patience for someone who is so insecure that they're going to feel the need to wreck their body in order to fit in and keep up.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a freaking on point comment.
That's
like,
a really good response.
Yeah, it's just absolutely wrecked. I don't understand why she's grossed out by diapers but would rather just pee the bed. And to be honest, if I was knowing that I'm going to pee the bed, how are you gonna still keep doing it?
Yeah.
Like just
Also,
keep
if
getting
I
caught.
had like a roommate that we didn't really know each other, and like I told you, I'm like, Shay, like my roommate's pissing her bed, I would probably tell you and be like, how do I deal with this?
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't go to
Yeah.
her crush and like,
No, like
That's
I
a bit
definitely
much.
wouldn't tell a shit ton of people.
no.
Like obviously this girl's told the whole group. Like
That's
why
shitty.
She's the asshole.
Yeah.
But like this other girl, like I don't know if she's
She
an
needs to
asshole, but
sort
she
her
needs to
shit
sort
out.
her shit out. Like
She's definitely victim blaming like herself.
Yeah.
yeah. Like she like yeah.
Like, stop pissing the bed. Stop drinking.
yeah.
Yeah, like, it's
These are
not that
solvable
straightforward.
issues.
It's literally
Like-
solvable. Like, go to the doctor and stop drinking alcohol for
Until
at
you
least a
figure it
little
out.
bit until you figure it out.
Or wear diapers to bed if you still want to
like
do
there's
that.
solvable thing. Like because another thing that we don't know, do they sleep right next to each other? Is it a bunk bed?
Oh,
Right?
imagine if she's on the top.
Yeah, because I know I don't want to name names, but when I was in first year, I had a friend who lived just near me in the same building, and his roommate would come home and throw up all the time because he was there to party. And then one night he came home and threw up in his bed and fell asleep,
Ew.
and it was disgusting. And he immediately reported him to the campus, and the campus moved him,
Yeah.
moved the throw up guy. It's like obviously peeing isn't as bad as
can't
vomit.
do
Like
throw
vomit, vomit I wouldn't be able to handle. But this is kind of similar in that she knows it's going to happen every time. Falls asleep with no protection,
Yeah.
and then
I
just
wouldn't
like
want a
cleans it up
pissing
in the
roommate.
morning or when she wakes up, or like. And there's no laundry.
Oh.
Yeah, like there's no laundry in the area. So either in the middle of the night she cleans herself up, carries her pee blankets to the laundry. And gets them washed and then comes back at 3 a.m, or she's leaving them in the room until the next day. And so I feel bad for that roommate. The roommate did the wrong thing, but it might have just been a case of she was venting to one person who told the rest. Like I'm not gonna.
that could have happened.
Right? Like,
that
I'm not-
happens so easily.
Yeah, I'm not gonna extrapolate to protect the roommate either. But I think everyone sucks.
Also, she's spending a lot of money on laundry.
Seriously, just stop cleaning the pee, bro.
Stop pissing.
Maybe try a diaper, drink 2 drinks and see what happens.
Experiment.
Yeah, or just obviously go to the doctor.
Just
But
stop fucking drinking.
if she really is so
okay?
desperate, she can try doing less, or wearing a diaper, or I don't know, pee just before you go to
She's
sleep.
gonna have to go to Alcoholics Anonymous, before she's fucking of illegal drinking.
Yeah.
If she keeps this up, just stop fucking drinking and go to the doctor. On top of that, even if because she's drinking with friends, if she's saying that she's not getting that drunk, but
She obviously is.
if one of you got really drunk and I had to take care of you. I mean, I've done that for you a little bit before, but we do that for our friends. If you piss the bed, nah, you're fucking cleaning that shit yourself.
Yeah.
On top of that, if I would be that's too far. This can never happen again.
Did you know you were gonna piss the bed and you still did it? Okay, I'm leaving you to
Yeah.
that. I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. So she's obviously she's making a decision every time she drinks to A, drink, B, drink underage, and C, drink enough to piss her bed that night.
Can you imagine? You just have your drink and you're just if I take a sip of this, I'm gonna pee myself, and you still do it
And
every
you
time.
still do it.
She probably likes it.
Maybe she's just into it now, and maybe she's
Maybe, but,
I have to do this for the good of the cause, and then she gets a
Yeah.
a single room then.
Yeah.
It's also an option. She has
Yeah.
other options.
Do that on your own time.
You could be into
That's
whatever you want,
gross.
fine. Well, you know what I mean. You can be into certain things. I mean,
yeah, sure, you can, but
you can. But,
do that in your own room.
Yeah. It's the same. If I was into something, I'm not gonna do it in the living room here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
I highly doubt that's a kink.
I don't think it's a
Peeing
kink.
your bed and laying in it.
is a kink. And
Yeah.
acting as a child
Yeah.
is a thing.
So maybe she's putting them together.
I mean,
Maybe she's slowly coming to the realization that she wants to wear a diaper.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to do it because she's scared that she's gonna be into it.
She's just gonna like it.
She's like, this better not awaken anything in me.
She's holding off.
She's just I'm gonna keep drinking and exposing myself to
Yeah.
this, but I don't want to do this.
maybe she likes the humiliation.
Maybe she likes feeling degraded.
Yeah.
Wow, that's intense. She's trying to hide the evidence, so I'm hoping that that's not the
Yeah.
case. I mean, not to
Or she
kink-shame,
likes
but,
being
like,
sneaky.
yeah, that's true. Maybe
Yeah,
she's like,
maybe.
I'm getting away with this.
Maybe it's
But everyone knows.
Now
Yeah.
everyone knows Rip.
Oh.
I
Poor
can,
girl.
yeah, because like when I was in res, where the hell was laundry? It was like you have to walk all the way out of the tower, down the hallway.
Yeah. Ours
Near
was in
the
a different
entrance.
building.
Yeah, like so you have to take that somehow. You can sneak into the bathroom and wash them, I guess, maybe
You
just to
smell
get like the pee out of
while
them.
you walk
But like,
by.
Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, if I were the roommate, I wouldn't have told everyone. I probably would have told Annie.
Yeah.
I would have told you actually. If we were dating.
you're like, babe, my roommate keeps pissing the bed. Like, I
But
don't even-
it definitely would have been a situation like, what the fuck do I do? Like,
Yeah.
about this situation. Like, I can't.
Also,
Like,
if your room smells like piss.
yeah, I can't.
I bet she's.
Literally, when the couch starts to smell a bit like piss because of Stevie, I'm like, bro, we
Yeah,
gotta do something
I'm
about
like,
the couch.
I gotta wash
can't.
the things.
Yeah. So the minute that starts to happen, I'm like, I can't do this. Please.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta do something about it. So, yeah, no, it would. I couldn't do it. Like, no.
She unflattered her. Like she's the one telling the story, and she makes it come across rough, especially in her replies.
Cause she is rough.
Yeah.
Like, girl,
Yeah, exactly. But like sometimes
Girl,
people are
get help.
self-aware.
yourself. Like, I don't understand. Like,
Sometimes people are self-aware enough that they'll be like, oh, you know, I was like, you know, they'll make excuses a lot of time and all that stuff. She's just like, nah, I wanted to drink and I keep peeing myself, but my
Yeah.
roommate's mad and told people, what should I do?
yeah, and like we all have those times where like like you're making kind of bad decisions or like things aren't going great in life, and then something happens that triggers that like
Oh shit.
I need to stop doing this. That's your trigger, girl. Like that's your trigger telling you to fucking stop.
Everyone calling her an asshole on
No,
the website. I mean,
pee in your fucking bed every
that
night.
didn't work for her.
Like take the
She just needs to go to a doctor.
Seriously.
yeah. You
Poor
need to
thing.
I do.
I feel bad for
I
her.
do feel bad for her,
but like her priorities are not correct.
It's the same like anytime somebody complains to me about something too much and I'm like, there is a way for you to fix this issue
Yeah.
and you're just not doing it.
Not
like
helping yourself.
yeah, I just get super frustrated with it. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay,
You all kind of
cool.
suck.
Yeah, so
You all suck.
easy story. Girl pees bed. Make fun of her. She dumb. No, I'm just kidding. But everybody
She's
was
a little
pretty rough.
dumb.
She like
Being a little dumb.
go to the doctor, man. It's not like if you
Yeah.
can't control your bladder, legitimately just be like, "Hey doc, I'm scared." And they'll help you.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe it's the US and she can't afford it. Nah, I don't know. But
True.
seriously though, like
But like no matter how embarrassed you are about something, like you could tell your parents about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope so. Most of the time that's true.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Or
So
your friends.
She found the internet and told the internet and
Yeah.
the internet was like, "You're dumb."
so I'm sure she can find somebody.
Now I mean, they gave her solutions. Go to the doctor, figure out what's going wrong, or otherwise maybe try not drinking. And if you really still have to drink for whatever reason, wear a diaper or something that doesn't result in your whole room getting wrecked.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Solvable. Winnable.
All right. Next one.
Next.
I'm done talking about piss.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
took like
piss
20
is
minutes. Am I that? Oh, this one's going to piss you guys off. Am I the asshole for refusing to give up my seat on a flight due to a person who has a guide dog and is visiting a family member in hospital due to the fact that I have a dog allergy?
Wait, what?
She refused to let the person onto the flight because she's allergic to dogs and the person had a guide dog. Ooh.
She doesn't want the guide dog to be beside her because she's allergic to the dog, but she kind of looks like an asshole, right?
She doesn't want it not to be beside her. She doesn't want it to be on the plane. The person had to miss the flight.
Oh, on the plane.
Yeah.
No,
That's a bit much.
That's bullshit.
Once you read the story, it gets worse. So, I mean, that's an obvious asshole story, but
That sounds like a Karen.
Like the person should have been kicked off the flight and been like, "No, you can take the next flight then."
Yeah.
I will just to do a quick summary of that one. They said, "Hey, can you catch the next flight? We'll give you a first class ticket." And she said no because she doesn't want to be late for her vacation. And then the other person was like, "You're so cruel. Like, I need my guide dog and my family is dying in hospital. That's why I'm trying to go. And she said no. And then apparently somebody walked up to her on the flight and was like, you're the biggest bitch I've ever seen. And she's like, people keep hating on me. Am I the asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And the plane wasn't big enough to put the dog into the storage or anything like that. So it was the only way.
Also, she needs the fucking dog.
Yeah.
It's a guide
And her
dog.
family's
I mean,
dying.
it's not a guide dog. It's a support dog.
It's a support dog.
Regardless.
She needs it.
No, it said guide dog.
Yeah. Yeah, it says guide dog vest.
So-
it's a golden retriever guide dog. That's even
She's
worse.
blind.
Jeez.
If
Yeah.
she's a guide dog, she's blind.
Yeah.
And guide dogs are so good. Like, this is
They're
like
so
the
well
most
behaved.
trained. Yeah, this is the most trained pups.
They literally should have kicked this woman off the flight.
Yeah, that woman's a bitch.
Legally, some of the comments did say fears of allergies are not enough to deny a guide dog. Legally.
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
also on top of that, I've never met anybody who's that allergic to a dog that you, like, are
You
gonna
can't be in
die.
the same no.
She says it could cause her to go to the hospital, is what she's saying.
No. It'd be
This
different if
account
they
has
were
been
right
suspended.
beside each other.
The account was suspended.
I was trying to look up the comments and stuff, but no, the account's gone.
So,
Yeah, no.
yeah, good. She
Well,
doesn't, yeah.
Easy one.
That was
one.
easy.
Am I the asshole for changing my baby's name despite promising my dead husband's family I'd name the child after him?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
I don't think we
I'll
even
read it.
need to
Okay,
read
no,
it.
I'll read it then. Okay. I lost my husband due to COVID when I was about 3 months pregnant.
Oh.
Don't let that affect your judgment against me, though. After he died, my mother-in-law thought it would be a great idea to name the baby after him if it was a boy, which I agreed with at the time because I was just so overwhelmed with emotion. She said it would be like he's still there in a way. When my son got here, even though I still wanted to honor him, I'm not so sure that I wanted to name the baby after my husband. I feel like that's just sticking to the past and that my baby should be his own person. So I gave him a different name on his birth certificate. When I made the announcement on Facebook that baby Lucas had arrived, I started getting confused comments from my mother-in-law. She called me a few hours later asking why I had broken the promise. I told her my reasoning and that I just wanted to move on in a healthy way. That I felt like calling my husband's name when referring to my son would hurt me and make the process harder. Now, she didn't yell at me, but she did say how disrespectful it was to my husband to not include him in my son's life in some way. I also brought up the fact that I had not even told her... No, sorry. She also brought up the fact that I had not even told her or his extended family that I was changing my mind. I told her personally that I felt like I didn't need to, as she was just my mother-in-law and not my husband. That's when she raised her voice, said she had been waiting all this time to meet her grandson, and now she doesn't even want to see him. I said that was fine and hung up. I do feel bad that I didn't honor the promise, but I feel like I don't owe her or anyone anything. Am I the asshole? Again, please judge bluntly and honestly despite my loss. Edit, I did not go months without telling her I changed my mind, as some of you are implying. I changed my mind a little bit after he was born. Some of you guys are truly terrible, telling me my husband must have regretted marrying me and that I deserve to lose him. When I said be blunt, that's not a pass to be rude to me. I hope you get whatever sorted in your lives that makes you want to talk to strangers in such a way. So obviously people are... Like, a lot of the time people will DM her, like, the people and, like, tell them to kill themselves and really awful things like that. So that's for sure true. So maybe I shouldn't have read that because we'll keep it out of our judgment. But what do you guys think?
I don't actually think she's an asshole. I think she could have gone about it completely different.
I think so, too.
But, like, her reasoning being, like, she wouldn't want to name her son after him because that's a constant reminder of grief.
Yeah.
Like, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, a middle name would have
That's
been
what I
nice.
was going to say.
Like a middle name or
If
something.
she had already, like, promised the family, I think she should have at least talked to the
Just
family
tell
about
them.
it.
Yeah.
And then B, if she wanted to, like, honor,
Yeah.
then do a middle name.
And I think also the mom is being... She's not overreacting, but she's also being, like, more emotionally upset about it because
It was her son.
her son's dead. And then she thought...
that long ago.
Yeah, and then getting essentially a new son
Yeah.
with that name, it's like, oh, he's
Yeah.
back.
Grandson replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, you shouldn't do that
No.
to your grandchild.
I don't think she's an asshole, the mom. Not like the one that gave birth.
Yeah, I don't think she's okay.
I think she could
I
have
think she
done it differently.
Yeah, because, like, initially when you read it, you're like, yeah, you already promised them you do it, and then you're just like, no. Like, but, like, I understand why she didn't want it.
But you made a promise.
You made a promise, and like at least fucking talk to them about it, and don't just blindside them with a post. That's what I think.
That's pretty
Especially
shitty.
because, like, from what it seemed, like she was still involved in their lives.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law was chill until she said, I didn't need to tell them, as it was just my mother-in-law, not my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And she got
mean.
upset.
Yeah.
The number one comment says, no assholes here, because everyone's going through grief and it's just really shitty. But the mother-in-law was wrong to try to influence the choice of name. I hope that everybody kind of feels better over time and she will want to meet her grandson and stuff like that. Other comments are saying everyone sucks here. I think this was like an easily solvable situation that got a lot worse because of grief, is my guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grief makes you do some fucked up stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But everyone kind of sucks.
Everyone made some bad decisions.
I don't
in
think
this
everyone's an
situation.
asshole, but everyone sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think these people are probably, like, good people.
Yeah.
I think they just made some shitty decisions in this. Most likely, like you said, like, made worse due to grief.
Yeah, exactly.
But, like, I don't know. I feel like she just sort of told them. I feel like...
Yeah, she should have told them as soon as she changed her mind.
Yeah, and then, like... I feel like as for, like, the mother-in-law influencing the name, I feel like that's super common for people to be like, oh, I really like this name or this name. Like, people are gonna do that anyway. Like, I feel like that's kind of whatever. It's super rare. Maybe not rare, but, like, I feel like it's not... Or, like, if you give a name, there's lots of people that are gonna hate that name or like that name, whatever.
Yeah.
Like... I think
It's like, imagine you and I way down the line.
yeah.
You're pregnant, I die, and you name the child Judah, and you have to call that kid Judah.
Yeah.
All the time. That's so weird.
Yeah.
I would freak out. I'm not a huge fan of naming kids after anybody.
Yeah.
But like that would be so weird.
Yeah, especially first names. I don't mind middle names, like family middle names, but first names,
Yeah.
I don't really like it because you want your kid to be their own person.
They don't have an attachment. They never met the other people. They're just a little kid. Like they're just trying to live.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I feel like if it were me, I would have just talked to them and been like, no, I'm gonna give it
Hey,
the
And
middle
not
name.
blindsided
hard for
them.
me. I can't name the kid this.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then like if then the mother-in-law is like, no, well, you promised, I would have been like, well, no, this is my son. Like,
Yeah,
and I promised right after my
husband
daddy
died.
at worst, husband
Yeah.
at best, or
Died. Yeah.
like depending on the relationship, I don't know, but that's not the time.
She said husband.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's a mother-in-law
Yeah,
and
that's
husband. Yeah. So, yeah. So, like, and grief makes you make some whack decisions sometimes
Yeah.
as well. So,
because you think irrationally.
Yeah, you can't make a real decision like that. I'm not naming my kid when I'm 3 months pregnant, right after my husband died. That's
yeah, yeah. And then, like, she didn't even decide until, like, after she gave birth to it. And she probably, like she said, it was shortly after she gave birth. She probably gave birth, was like, oh, this is my kid.
Yeah,
Thought about saying his name, was like, fuck, I can't
that's weird.
do that.
Yeah,
yeah. And
Like-
I named him Lucas.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But she should have just told the family. Someone was like, "What if the family was preparing like a gift or something that had the name, or some kind of
like
something
a
that?"
memorial thing.
Like that kind of stuff. Like just let them know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think letting them know.
It's somewhere between everyone sucks and no one sucks. Like it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. The situation.
If grief wasn't involved,
Then everyone sucks.
then everyone sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, we agrees on it. You got one.
Maybe.
Am I the asshole for making my son live cheaply?
Am I the asshole for not wanting my wife to go to a bachelorette party because she used to date women?
Oh, and obviously he's an asshole.
Yeah, he's obviously an asshole.
I mean, he's so insecure, bro.
Ew.
Imagine being that insecure. I would've
Also,
let them go around
So
with
he's
girls.
biphobic.
Him and his
Yeah.
wife have been married for 4 years and together for 6.
So he's
But, like,
biphobic.
And it's a bachelorette party. Are they gonna who are the strippers gonna be? Was he fine if she was straight and then there were dude strippers dancing on her? Like, it makes no sense.
That's dumb.
It makes literally no sense.
On top of that, she's not bi. She just had a period where she like
curious.
experimented to see, and she did date 2 women, and then was like, she realized she wasn't really into dating women.
Yeah.
That boy insecure. End of story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shitty man.
Yeah.
Imagine being so insecure that your straight wife going to a bachelorette party with most likely male strippers makes you so insecure because she dated a girl once. Oh boy.
So
Twice.
Sorry, twice.
Oh.
Oh Lord. And now she's like, I'm fully straight, husband. That's not good enough, wife. And, well,
After 4 years married.
it's so weird. Would he have been fine if she had never dated girls and then still went to a bachelorette party where the sex that she is attracted to is naked in front of her?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What the
that's
fuck?
weird
It
logic.
makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it's just this dude is scared of the gays.
Yeah. Am I the asshole for choosing my birth family over my adoptive family?
Gotta get the spice.
All
The
right.
spice must flow.
So, I, 18 female, am a transracial adoptee.
What?
I'm half Indian and half Ashkenazi Jewish, while my adopters are white.
I don't know why I
You
went
had to
to
keep going.
I don't know why I went to transgender.
I was like very
What's,
confused with the transracial for a
Transracial? I don't know.
second.
Is that the right term for that?
I thought it was
Actually, isn't it
biracial.
biracial?
She is biracial, but I think that she meant that her race was different from her parents, therefore transracial.
Oh.
I think that's what she meant, but I
Maybe.
don't understand it. I'm not sure if that's whatever. It doesn't-
Anyway, yeah. My adopters were okay growing up. They never abused me, but I never really bonded with them. It felt like being raised by strangers. When I was 15, I found Biomom on Facebook and told her who I was. She messaged me back and said that she was so happy to hear from me and if I would be interested in having a Skype call. When I found out that her and my bio dad were actually still together and married, so I was able to meet him. Oh, that's what she found out. So she's also meeting him. So we started making contact again and opened the adoption. I confided a lot in my bio parents about how alone I felt growing up. One day when I was talking with my mom, I was feeling really emotional and asked why she ever put me up for adoption in the first place. And I told her about how much it hurt to feel unwanted by her. She cried and told me she loved me. She told me how when she met my adopted parents, she was looking for an open adoption and my adopters agreed to it. When I was born, my bio mom did skin to skin with me and knew that she wanted to keep me, but my adoptive mom convinced her to still place me. She told my bio mom said they would allow she told her that the bio mom said that they would still allow visitation and she would still get to be in their life. My adopters closed the adoption after a year. I confronted my adoptive parents about it and they broke down crying and told me how much they loved me and how scared they were. I don't know why this isn't going away. How scared they were that they would take the baby back, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
How scared they were that they would lose me. It ended with them saying that they would let my parents visit and we should get family therapy. However, I still have no attachment to them. I honestly don't think of them as my parents or my family. The only people who hold that title in my heart are my bio family. Well, that was all 3 years ago, and since then I go to college near where my bio parents and extended bio family live, and I'm currently living with my bio parents. I have also started referring to my bio parents as my mom and dad and calling my adopted parents by their first name. This is a source of arguments between me and adoptive parents because to them their worst fear of losing me has come true. The latest argument is over the fact that I changed my name. My adoptive parents gave me a white name and used a traditional Desi name. Is that how you pronounce it? Desi name. My bio parents wanted to name me as a middle name. I changed my name so that my middle name became my first name and my middle name is the name of my bio grandmother, who I have also established a relationship with. I also changed my last name to be the same as my bio dad's. My parents threw a fit over it, and at that moment I realized I get no happiness from being around my adopters, and it only brings me stress. I am not their daughter and never was, so I told my adopters that I could not have contact with them anymore, and they lost it. Now my entire adoptive family is messaging me on social media to tell me what an asshole I am. Am I the asshole?
Yeah. It's such a tricky situation, though, because, like, I think it's a good thing that she's connecting with her bio family. I think that's important to know where you come from. But your adoptive family raised you up until the point where you are.
And they treated her well.
And she could also just be, like, an angsty teen who doesn't feel like they connect.
She literally is.
You know?
But, like...
That's a huge slap in the face also to change your name and stuff.
That's so rough.
But, like...
I think...
I don't know.
I think I say everyone sucks because the adoptive parents, according to her, coerced the biological parents into giving her up after they changed their mind last second, which is a last second change of mind, but I mean it's parenthood, like, and they closed the adoption when it was supposed to remain open. So those are two things that the adoptive parents didn't do correctly. The naming situation is very, very, what's the word? Subjective. Petty? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there that I'm not going to get into. But then she's being so, it honestly feels cruel to them. Like, and I thought she was going to switch her names around so that she still has the name that they gave them, but she named herself after her grandmother who she didn't even know.
No, she named herself after the grandmother who she had with her adoptive parents.
I thought that was biological grandmother.
No, I'm pretty sure it was adoptive. One second.
Bio grandmother. It's biological grandmother.
But I think she said that she established a relationship with her, though.
Yeah, but it's so short.
Well, no, it's this is after 3 years.
But okay.
Yeah, but still, like, she was with the other family
for 15.
Yeah.
At minimum 15.
And I do get with, like, when it's your family, you know it's your family. Like, you just get, like, such a deep connection with them. But it's still such an asshole move.
I mean, I didn't think she would just yeet the name. Like, that's gone now.
Yeah.
And
she yeeted the family.
Yeah, she yeeted the whole family. That's true. I don't know. Yeah. I wonder if she has siblings, like adoptive siblings, and how that went. But it seems like she didn't. I don't know. Maybe that's why she felt alone, because it was two adults and it was her.
If it's for like her own happiness, though, and well-being.
Yeah, it just feels so cruel the way that she's done it and the way things that she said to them.
Also, like, not gonna lie, the bio mom kind of danced around the fact that when she was like, why did you give me up for adoption? She was like, I was going to, but then I changed my mind. Yeah. And then they had to go through it. She never said why she actually did it. So,
as far as we know.
Yeah. And I can, it's not right, but I can understand why the adoptive parents were like, okay, she hesitated. That family could come back at any moment and take her away from us. Yeah. Let's close the adoption. Because this is our child now. And they raised her for 15 years and they're like, we're your parents.
Yeah.
And apparently, I don't know what clearly the relationship wasn't that warm, or like she didn't feel like they were family, but I think the parents very clearly did. That sucks, man. That's so rough. I feel so bad for the parents.
Yeah, I do feel really bad for the parents.
Yeah. I think everyone sucks, but I think it's like, I don't know.
I think the daughter was more cruel about everything.
Yeah, for sure. But like, she's 18. She just met her biological parents, and she says she feels more at home with them in that family. But she just dropped every part of the adoptive parents. Like, she doesn't live with them. No more name even. Like, it's all gone.
Yeah.
Her last name she changed to her biological father's. And she just told them, you're not my parents.
Yeah. If I were those parents, I would be heartbroken.
Yeah. Because that's like rough. She said, their worst fear.
Yeah. I mean, like, it doesn't sound like they had any other kids, so this was their baby.
We don't know why, too. Maybe they can't have kids. Who even knows? This was... I mean,
also,
it's...
adopting a kid is hard. Expensive. It's expensive, and it's hard to get it, like, to work out. Like, you have to make bank. You have to provide, like... and prove that you can provide a like safe and environment for that child, like it's like adoptive parents are like top of the line parents. Like,
I mean, on paper.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
they
but that's
have
all
to
we
do,
can know.
like they have to take like a mental
Yeah.
test and everything, like to prove that they're like,
Mentally
This
stable.
is good stuff, though.
yeah, this is all good because you're like, this is the only like if
Unless you're giving a kid to someone.
yeah, like so, yeah, but
I will say, I think the adoptive parents really weren't ready and couldn't handle an open adoption, which is what they agreed to.
Yeah.
And then that became their fear. And it came true. I don't think it's fully their fault. I don't think it's mostly their fault even, but that sucks. And I really wonder what the biological parents' like roles are. Like, what did they... This person just kind of says, I fit in better there, and so I'm going to stay there. But I wonder how they're taking it, how they're... Maybe they're still upset at the adoptive parents for making it closed and not allowing visitation. And now they're like, hey, we're taking you back. And who knows what they're saying. Or maybe they're... like, I don't know.
yeah, I
don't know.
everybody said that she was the asshole.
Yeah.
She's a kid. And she found her biological parents. Like, I feel like this might happen kind of often for adopted kids, unfortunately. Because if you feel like you don't fit in, you know from day one you're adopted, and you don't have anybody else who's your age, you feel like an other person in the house. And then you've built up your biological family and families in general to be this unit. And you meet them, and you're like, okay, I need to put myself into this unit. This is who I was born to be with. And you immediately throw yourself into it. Who knows if it'll work out? Because it just happened.
Yeah.
But
Did
those
she
poor
also say that
parents.
she was the only person of color in that house? Were her
I
parents
think so.
white?
Yeah, they're white.
Parents are
Yeah.
white.
they're
Yeah,
white.
so maybe that could have also felt.
Yeah.
Like
she
she
just
felt off.
feels obviously different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then her middle name, I wonder how she... I mean, obviously she didn't like the fact that her given name became her middle name.
And a white name.
A white name, which she
Yeah.
Specifically
specified.
mentioned as well.
Yeah.
I wonder... I don't know. I feel like living in North America, most names are white names, in theory, too. Like, the white parents probably just wanted to name her some name that they knew.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's possible that it was done with more negative reasoning, but...
I know people who have been adopted from the time they were babies and were were given white names, and then their
Yeah.
middle name becomes their
Yeah, their given name.
Yeah.
They had, yeah.
yeah. So
To more
That
like
makes sense.
quote unquote fit in,
Yeah, that's true, too.
yeah.
which is wrong.
But, like
Yeah.
the people I know aren't mad about it.
Yeah.
Like they are fine with it.
Yeah.
I really think she needs to go to and that's the other thing. The adopted parents said, let's go to family therapy, and she didn't do it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
There's an update.
Oh.
So she did go to family therapy. She started both family and personal therapy at 15 with her adoptive parents, but she stopped family therapy at 18, which is now. But she's continuing personal therapy to work through her feelings. Yeah, and then she goes on to say, just like, please be aware that I'm still reading everything you're saying, because people have been kind of mean to her, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, therapy's good.
Yeah, at least she's in therapy.
Yeah, at least she's in therapy. She said that I wanted to add, since a lot of people are confused, I met my bio parents at 15 and they have been in my life for the last 3 years. We have had many visits as well as weekly and sometimes daily calls and FaceTimes. I also have a relationship with the rest of my bio family, especially my bio paternal grandparents, as well as a strong relationship with my cousins on my mother's side. So she's really...
Being integrated.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe that's what now she feels like she has people her age with cousins. She has generations of family that maybe she didn't have otherwise. But like,
I still want to know why they put her up for adoption to begin with.
I mean, maybe they couldn't afford her. Maybe they weren't. Maybe they were quite young, or maybe they just didn't want to have a kid. Who even knows? Where she had skin to skin contact, and she's like, "No, I want this kid," and it was. I'm pretty sure that's too late. If you've already signed away the kid, I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
I don't want
I
to speculate.
think once you've signed all the papers,
You
I don't
can't.
think you can take it back.
Yeah, because I would assume a lot of parents would go through that if they're giving their
You
kid
can
up.
file for it,
You
right?
can file for it
Yeah.
after and get it like changed so that you can have your kid back, but I think it takes time.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like that's why a lot of parents who are putting their kid up for adoption will not touch that kid
yeah.
after they're born, because they say how important like skin to skin is after you have a baby. There's many mothers who just choose not to do
or
it.
even look at the baby.
Yeah, they're just like, I just take it right away, because they were
Yeah.
like, they know as soon as they see
They're
it,
gonna change their mind.
they're gonna change their mind. So they're just like, I don't want to see it.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's hitting me hard. I feel so bad for those parents. As far as we know, they weren't bad parents. They just didn't have a
I do
chance.
feel bad for those parents, but I'm also happy for the girl.
I hope so. I
Yeah.
hope it's real.
Yeah.
I hope it's real that family is good for her.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Because I feel like she would have thrown herself into it even if it's not.
It's not like false hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope she keeps the adoptive parents in some way. Imagine just losing your kid to another like it's like stolen. It's like completely gone.
Such a yikes. They're grieving.
They're literally like that child is
Gone.
worse than dead because they chose somebody else and chose to leave.
Yeah. That's horrible.
Oh.
It's rough. Yeah.
And they made mistakes, but I don't think they deserve that. That's so rough. Oh. Whew, deep breath. That's a rough one.
But hope that was spicy, and let us know what your opinions are, and let us know if you agreed with us or not, or what you thought about it. Hopefully we explained everything well enough that you understand from the other side.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks
Thanks for having me again. Part 2.
Hopefully you can come on again.
Last time we got distracted. This time we got depression. Easy game.
I'm
were
not,
pretty
are you
depressed,
depressed
though.
now?
No. You can't just...
Hopefully they're not
That's
depressed
not how it
either.
works. But
No,
it was like
I-
pretty sad topic.
I don't mean like seriously depressed.
Now I'm depressed.
Those were intense topics.
Yeah.
We had some polite disagreement, which I think makes it more interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, hope you guys liked this episode. It's Christmas time now,
Yeah.
so be ready for some Christmas episodes. We've decorated now. Everything's up.
Everything's up. Everything's done.
Well, besides the things that are in the mail.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but thanks for coming on,
Happy to be here.
and thanks for having an opinion.
Everybody has those. That's an easy part, but I'm happy to be back.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you're back. Do you have anything to say to everybody before we sign off?
Nope. No, just kidding. I hope it was enjoyable for everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. We tried to find some spicy ones, and I think it succeeded on a level that I wasn't expecting, in that it was like, oof. Oh,
Yeah, there were
right
some
in the
intense
feels.
ones.
So hopefully you guys disagree or agree, and it makes you want to argue with us, because that's fun.
Okay. Do you want people to follow you or no?
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Have you been streaming?
Yes.
Okay, so you can follow Judah on Twitch.
Just cut that. Nah, it's fine.
You gotta plug your socials.
Yeah.
Well, they can follow me on Instagram, which is my last name and then my first name, Ranasinghe Judah. And that has like my Twitch and everything.
Okay, so you have a link tree?
No.
Do you want
We'll
one?
put it in the Instagram.
Yeah, it's all in my bio.
Okay, so link in bio. For all of Judah's information. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Yep.
Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, rate. You know what to do. I don't need to say it probably every week, but we do appreciate it all. We are at Hi Friends Pod pretty much everywhere. You can follow me at
At hi.
at itsmeshay.xx, and you can follow Annie
At Annie X Muir.
Perfect, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Down, yeah. I've been feeling so down, yeah. Can you tell me why?